Somebody tell Al Sharpton to hang that phone up. The Target CEO want to meet with Brother Al about why black people not going back into them raggedy ass stores. Al Sharpton, hang that phone up right damn now. The meeting which Target asked for comes after some civil rights groups urged consumers not to shop at Target. Civil rights groups? Shit, we decided that ourselves. Hang that phone up, Al. Now, people can shop wherever they want. I always tell people, can't nobody make me do nothing, and I can't make nobody else do nothing. But it's the principle of the motherfucking shit. And so I'm just saying, Target CEO, these people not coming back into y'all stores. They not. Hang that phone up, Al.
The CEO of Target has reached out to Al Sharpton in an attempt to get the boycotts of his store to stop. It's over. Target, it is time for you to wave the white flag. For starters, if you think Al Sharpton has the same influence over the black community that he had maybe in the 70s, 80s, you'd be sadly mistaken. Skinny Al Sharpton ain't moving the needle anymore, all right? We not listening to him. That's also another sign of just how out of touch you have been with your customer base. Watching the way these companies behave in light of losing the black dollar should really show people just how little these corporations think of us, how easily they lump us all into these monolithic bubbles, how easily they let their stereotypes, what they think of our communities, influence how they make their business decisions. To think that somebody like Al Sharpton is the person you need to turn to in order to appeal to the black community and try and get our business back tells me everything I need to know. You were never really in touch with what we wanted from your store. When everything happened during George Floyd, when everything happened with the BLM movement, you were looking to make a buck. You were looking to capitalize off of our pain. And as soon as it felt like that money was not rolling in at the same level, as soon as it felt like the campaign to support us did not fit your bottom line, you dropped us. And you dropped us thinking that we wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that other communities wouldn't notice. You dropped us thinking that it would not mean anything. Well, now it does. You've suffered 11 straight weeks of low sales, low foot traffic. You've lost close to $15 billion in overall sales and revenue. This is the find out stage that Target never thought they would come to, because they believed they were bigger than the program. But you're not. I told y'all we were going to bankrupt a corporation. We might bankrupt a few more before this presidency is out. And the first one up is absolutely going to be Target.
Oh, and to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give a fuck if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Cause to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same motherfuckers you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that motherfucker to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Like y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Like y'all literally couldn't wait. Now it's taking a toll. Now you want to reverse. Whatever you gonna tell Al, we don't believe you. So we telling you ahead of time. There's no need for the conversation. It's not gonna change anything. Now everybody is, hey, you got some people swayed back in. That's not our fault. They got nothing, we can't save them all. But the majority, we said what we said. We did what we did, and it's gonna stand where it's standing. The fuck?
Hey, Target. Reverend Al had absolutely nothing to do with my decision as a black woman to stop shopping in your stores. I don't know what you would have to do. I don't know what kind of miracle you would have to perform, Target, to get me to ever shop at your stores again. And if I was going to be influenced, it would be by the collective of black women that influenced me to agree not to shop in your stores together. as a way of showing you how we feel about your policies and how insulting and hurtful they were to us as customers. It's actually causing me to do a lot of research. I now recommend to Black women as a very effective and viable alternative to these marches. We're withholding our dollars from stores and retailers like you that treat us the way you did. Easy. Reverend Al ain't got nothing to do with it. He can't have any influence. The only people that influence me about this are other Black women. He ain't had nothing to do with the original decision and my continuing decision to withdraw my dollars from your store. Because you know what else I learned during this period of kind of tightening the belt, being more careful and picky about where I spend my dollars? I learned that we as Black people, we overspend, we overconsume. I'm glad that we've gotten started and we're practicing consuming less by refusing to shop at your stores. Good for us. Yeah, Reverend Al ain't got nothing to do with it. And when you think about it, when we think about the Black community and us spending money in your stores, who do you think's making that decision, men or women? I gotta be honest with y'all. I don't think I have ever run into another man or dad that I know at Target. I run into other moms, women I know, but never run into another man. Like, I don't know what y'all are thinking, and I'm Gen X. And to be perfectly honest, and this is just me sharing, I have never understood or accepted like Reverend Al is some representative for me as a Black woman. I've never gotten it. I don't get him. I don't understand this appeal he has. I understand he has, a CV and a list of accomplishments, and he is somebody, important in the civil rights movement. I guess to say that Target is out of touch. Target, what you are doing is letting your slip show. We are definitely seeing how completely out of touch with where we are on this. As far as I'm concerned, economic boycotts of Target, stores like Target, one of the best and most efficacious way for us to do activism during this time. It's safe and it's effective. Yeah, Reverend Al had nothing to do with it. Where did y'all get that from? Who's advising you?
The Target CEO want to meet with Brother Al about why Black people not going back into them raggedy ass stores. A meeting which Target asked for comes after some civil rights groups urge consumers not to shop at Target. Civil rights groups? Shit, we decided that ourselves. Now, people can shop wherever they want. I always tell people, can't nobody make me do nothing, and I can't make nobody else do nothing. But it's the principle of the motherfucking shit. And so I'm just saying, Target CEO, these people not coming back into y'all stores. They not.
So let me get this straight. Target wants to meet with Black leaders because they are missing that Black dollar. For years, the Black community and Target had a wonderful give and take relationship, right? Target had wonderful programs that benefited small Black-owned businesses, which benefited their Black customers. And so in return, Black people shopped at Target. But as soon as King Dotard got his second term, Target said, F you, Black people, we riding with the racists. Black people who share this mental wave, this ability to connect with each other mentally, we all collectively said, F you, Target, we'll take our Black dollars and shop elsewhere. And for 10 consecutive weeks, Black people have choked out Target's profit margin. And now Target wants to meet with Black leaders like Al Sharpton. They need to include Pastor Jamal Bryant in there, because Pastor Jamal Bryant also called for a boycott against Target. Not only has Target's profit margin gone down, but their stock price has tanked. Now that all of this has happened, they want to meet with Black leaders. They didn't want to meet with Black leaders when they were thinking about getting rid of DEI programs that benefit Black people. They didn't want to meet with Black leaders then. I say Black leaders should say F you, Target. Period.
The information and the topic that will be discussed in this video is coming from an article that comes from NBC.com, and if you're black, it should make you a little proud. So I'm just going to read off the article, okay? Target CEO Cornell to meet with Sharpton, Al Sharpton, to discuss DEI rollbacks as civil rights leader considers boycott. I don't know why they care about what he's considering. We have already started boycotting. By the way, the information in this article was all put out today. Today is April 17th, just to give you reference. All right. Target CEO Brian Cornell will meet with Reverend Al Sharpton this week in New York as the retailer faces calls for boycott and slowdown in foot traffic. The meeting which Target asked for, we didn't go to Target. Target is coming to us, comes after civil rights groups urged consumers to not shop in Target in response to the retailer's decision to cut back on DEI. While Sharpton has not called for the boycott of Target, and I'm happy that they included that, he has supported efforts from others to stop shopping at the retailer's stores. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do you think that the CEO of Target would go out of their way now to go and organize a meeting with one of our civil rights leader activists to try to discuss this if they wasn't feeling the loss, if it wasn't hurting their pockets, if the black dollar wasn't really as valuable? Do you think all of this would have been happening? No. And this is why this is our best bet. Hold them fucking coins. No need to go out into the street and potentially get down. You understand? Hold them funds, hold them coins. Because I promise you, they feel it. We're like the #1 consumers in America. If we're not spending it, who do you think is? We are the ones that overspend. We overconsume. So guess what's happening with Target and them? They feeling it. Them stocks been plummeting. People are going in there, literally filling up the carts to the brim and then just leaving it there. They're fucking with them. They're trolling them. You really think that, like, the way that we have been boycotting financially, by withholding financially, that is really not that effective? It may take some time before you start seeing the effects, but it's truly effective. Now I'm going to read this quote that comes from Al Sharpton. You can't have an election come and then all of a sudden change your old positions. Said Sharpton, if an election determines your commitment to fairness, then fine. You have the right to withdraw from us, but then we have the right to withdraw from you. Yes, we do. And that's what we did and did. So like I said, hold them funds. Figure out a way to invest those funds if you can. You understand? But that's how we gonna fight. And let's see how many more of these brands start calling for some of these meetings. Okay? Because the black dollar holds more power than they want us to believe.
Y'all, today is April 17th, the official last day of the Target fast. That's right. The Target fast was supposed to last from March 5th to April 17th. However, I was boycotting Target before the Target fast. We won't go there. I ain't going back up in Target. Now, suddenly, they're supposed to be meeting with Al Sharpton. That's right. The CEO of Target is supposedly trying to meet with Al Sharpton this week. I think Sharpton is going to meet with them. I don't know. You know what? Good for Target. I hope they talk and things come together. I still ain't going back in Target. One thing I know for sure is that they're not going to put those DEI policies back in place. That's the first thing. The second thing is they already showed us who they are, right? They were quick to jump on the rolling back of the DEI policies before anybody else did. They made all these promises to black businesses and black initiatives, and they quickly said they were no longer going to do that. So you know what? I got a bad taste in my mouth now, Target. I'm straight. I ain't going back up in there. And I'm going to tell you, you guys have been boycotting all this time. You are showing yourselves you don't need Target either. Do me a favor, and in the comments section, put the places you've been shopping other than Target. Let them know the state or wherever where you can find whatever store that has similar things as Target. And y'all, we can do this. Forget them. We're good. We're not going back. And guess what? I'm here for it.
Target CEO requesting a meeting with Al Sharpton has to be the funniest shit I heard all 2025. I know Target rolled back their DEI. Since they rolled back their DEI, their sales from the African American community has been extremely low. Actually, we don't fuck with them. Now, some of us still fuck with them because clearly, you know, one thing about us black people, we can't all get on one accord, baby. We just gotta take the best we can fucking get. The fact that Target CEO thinks contacting Al Sharpton for a meeting is going to get the black community back in their fucking stores? Baby, this is worse than the fucking Betty Boop shirts. Like, who in the fuck y'all think we are? Look, Target, this is all the fuck you have? So you mean to tell me all of the money y'all pay for marketing, somebody on y'all committee sat there and said, to get the black people back, let's go and fucking get Al Sharpton. No, bitch. How about you give our community some money? How about you make some donations? How about you get our shit back in that store? How about you give every African American in your fucking corporation a fucking raise because you decided to grow back DEI? Every day I wake up, I feel like I'm not living in the real world. Like, is this place really fucking real? So you mean to tell me this is the same place from 10 years ago? Y'all can't fucking tell me something ain't going on in the vaccines y'all got at COVID. Because the fuck? Like, this shit is crazy.
I know you guys have probably already heard that the CEO of Target, Brian Cornell, has reached out to one of our civil rights leaders, Al Sharpton, for a meeting. If you haven't, get your coffee, get your tea, let's talk about it. They want to discuss the backlash from the DEI. They want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. This is what happens when you throw rocks and hide your hands. You went back on your word and pulled your support that you pledged after the death of George Floyd. And in January of 2025, you decided to dismantle DEI. You, meaning Target, decided to pull back on DEI. Y'all was simply too comfortable playing in black folks' faces. But what y'all didn't know is that black folks have the power to play back. If you didn't know, you know now. Because the traffic in your stores have significantly slowed down. Your stock has plummeted. And you're losing anywhere from $12 to $30 million a day. Guess what? Black people, we understood the assignment and we did not need Al Sharpton to tell us that. If you're a black person and you see this video right now, you should be absolutely proud of yourself because guess what, black people? We absolutely did that. The power of the black dollar has spoken loud and clear. One down, who's next? We are coming for them all. Let's continue to show them who run this economy. If you were a part of the boycott that has Target begging right now, comment one down, who's next? We coming for them all.
So Target is now asking to speak with Reverend Al Sharpton. For what reason? We don't know. But Reverend Al Sharpton has not even posted about the boycott against Target. But it shows that Target understands that we ain't fucking around. And they done fucked around and found out. Target, we've been telling y'all for the last couple of months that we are the buying power in the United States. Black people make shit move. We drive the culture. And when you decided to hit below the belt and renege on your DEI initiatives, you didn't think we were going to pull our money back? Baby, we are joking with y'all now. Y'all are not even a protest anymore. Y'all are not a boycott no more. We have normalized not shopping with y'all. It only takes 30 days to actually pick up a habit. And so we as a community have picked up the habit of not even going to your store. And Reverend Al Sharpton has not even endorsed the boycott. But he did criticize Target and warn them that if you fucked up, you may find out. I don't know if it was the hairdo that made you pick him, but pick somebody else. Pick somebody who actually is boycotting y'all. Because Reverend Al Sharpton will not get us to move. Hell, Jesus may not even get us to move. Hell, I don't even know if we'll come back to y'all, honestly, Target. Y'all have shown us y'all true colors. The reason y'all cared about black folks is because it was a trend. It wasn't because it was something y'all actually wanted to represent. The same thing with the LGBTQI community. But good luck, boo.
Black people, my folk, come here for a minute. I want to holler at y'all for a second. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this yet, but in case you haven't, let me share a little tea with y'all, okay? It seems that the Reverend Al Sharpton got a call from the Target CEO. Yes, I didn't say Al Sharpton called the CEO of Target. I said, oh, my boobs, y'all, excuse me, they all in the camera, excuse me. You know, a girl is endowed. Anyway, I'm in a good mood. Anyway, The CEO of Target reached out to Al Sharpton. And guess what his topic of discussion was? He is requesting a meeting. Yes, a meeting to discuss, guess what? The DEI rollbacks that they did and how to roll that back. Yes. And the reason I wanted to holler at my folks, because I wanted to let you guys know how proud I am of you. We know that the African American community, the African American community, we represent $1.8 trillion in spending dollars. And we know that that money that is at 1.8 trillion or 1.8 billion. It's a big one. And it represents us. And for a market to suddenly not have that income or that spending power, suddenly they realize that maybe they shouldn't have popped their collar that quick after so-and-so won the election. I think they found out the hard way. But I want you guys to know that this just further proves that our spending dollars, and not only that, that us as a people are a very crucial calculation to the success of this country. Not only without our spending dollars would a lot of things come to a screeching halt, but a lot of things that the African American community has contributed to this country, should that stop, there's also going to be some issues with those things as well. So never let them tell you that you can't make a difference. Never let them tell you that you can't fight the upper ones, the higher uppers. Never let them tell you that, oh, boycotting doesn't do a thing. Target is saying, yes, it does. Target would not be reaching out to the black community if they weren't being hurt by the black community. You guys did a great job. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. This is the secret. This is the secret they did not want out. We have to come up with a new way of protesting. Because the old way of protesting in today's times, with the temperature going around here today, the old way of protesting will end up with a lot of bloodshed and a lot of lives lost. This form of protesting, which is keeping your black dollars in your pockets or in other black owned businesses. When we take the fight to the pocket and not the street, oh, we can get some results, baby. And we get them without the harm and the grief of losing loved ones in the protesting process. So let's switch our thinking up a little bit on them. We always got to keep them guessing. We can't let them know where we're coming from every time we come at them. So we keep them guessing. And this way we keep them guessing. Let's keep this up. Target one down. Who's next? Who's next? We already know that thanks to China, y'all cool with me, that these luxury brands, they're hurting. They're hurting so much that the United States are blocking these Chinese websites. They're blocking these Chinese websites. TikTok is now penalizing and permanently deleting accounts from these Chinese manufacturers that are dropping the T. So when we get to the bottom line of all this, what have we learned? We learned that if you make that pocket holler by keeping your dollar, you got their attention. Target just blinked. But we're not going to blink. Go ahead and talk to him, Rev. We don't care. Go ahead and talk to him. See what you can do. But the bottom line is, unless we, the people, are not satisfied, if we, the people, do not feel vindicated, if we, the people, do not feel respected, we still ain't coming back. So you better get your act together and let's say other huge conglomerates, you better take a note from Target. Sometimes you can learn just by looking. You don't always have to experience it. So, and thank you to everybody else who joined in and cut that foot traffic down. We appreciate that. We know it's a lot of people out here do not agree with what's going on in the world today, and it's not just black and brown people. We know that, and we acknowledge that. But at the same time, I just like to let my people know, when you put your minds to something, when you put your mind and your heart and your effort behind it, whatever it is, it's a go. It's a go. So you keep doing this. You guys keep it up. This battle is not over. Just know that. And this is let's say this is a celebratory point. Your actions are they're being rewarded. We see the progress coming. We see the difference that what we do or don't do can make. You guys, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Let's keep this up. Let's keep this up. We have more power than they want us to know about. And I'm always going to be here to let you know exactly what that power is and how to utilize it to the best for our benefits. So now we don't have to worry about the pew-pews from the protesting. We just keep our dollars in our pocket and we let our money do our talking. Congratulations, guys. Happy Thursday. And one question before I get out of here. Target, is it great again yet? Asking for a friend.